I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only, gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold, and the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss goblin give gold, we check brand. Good deal. No talk. We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful. I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me. A brilliant notion, and a boon to my aching belly. We have a deal, mate. Take my bone horn. One blow, and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around. We will keep close when you're...
That might be worth a look.
Ah, another. I shall be here in my camp as the...
Let's move.
Well met.
I'd love to join, but I don't...
Ready?
Or am I needed?
What to do?
Well, it's no Baldur's Gate, but at least it's some kind of civilization.
I do miss the gate, though. The Elf Song Tavern, sunset over Grey Harbor, fried fish at the docks.
Drunk young patriarchs naked in the fountains. Ah, civilization.
What's that?
I'm feeling a bit parched and peckish.
Me too. Keep an eye out for any passing vagrants.
I'm afraid you'll have to content yourself with vagrant chickens. Talented.
Goblins ahead.
A war drum. One of those can summon fighters far and wide.
It couldn't guard his nose from his fingers.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Fexite.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
This better not be Minthara's messenger. If the boss finds out I gave her a hard time, that's me done.
Oh, right. Beg pardon. Got to give all the visitors the old squinty eye, you know.
Go on in and have a drink for me, eh? Who? If he ain't one of us, and if he's here, he's down in the pit.
The pits? He couldn't be somewhere pleasant sounding, could he? Better still be alive.
Looking ahead.
Riv will be on guard duty. Right, boss? Get couldn't guard his nose from his fingers.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prison, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
I don't know what that toy of hers is, but I'm glad it's on our side.
Perhaps. But whatever it was, I don't want to experience it again. I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost. I suppose, if we're to continue together, I may as well tell you. I serve Shah. My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. A group of us was sent to retrieve the artifact. Now I'm the only one left. I can't afford to fail. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, there. You have the truth, for all it's worth.
A Shah worshipper? Not my usual quarry, nor my usual ally.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner. Talk to me later. We've got more pressing matters to see to right now. There's nothing more I can tell you. All I remember is that I have to get...
A powerful artifact indeed, to have caught the attention of so many. Not least the 3 figures in the vision, the Chosen, are searching for it. With the cultists' aid, it will not be long before they find it. before they find you. You have evaded them so far, thanks, it seems, to the artifact itself. Shadowheart has made her position clear. She will see that it is taken to its destination, at any cost. And you still do not know what it even is.
I trust you more than most, but I'm sorry. That's too much to ask. This is my responsibility.
Looking at a future true soul, you are. Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
Boss Ragslin, eh? Must be the goblin in charge.
Blessed be the Absolute!
So, a vampire spawn and a monster hunter in the same group. Had trouble, are we?
Excuse me. Since this tadpole, I'm barely a monster at all. I just want to
Sounds like they've
survive.
captured themselves a
Same as you.
bard.
I don't see a problem. As long as Mr. Fang there.
With fragulous crown and with sceptre abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblet kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
I reckon Draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
Who's that? Friend of yours? You up to something?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. I am... Wait, wait.
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now, look what you've done.
Come on.
Of course.
My name's Gribbo, idiot.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it? Nicked him off the dead, didn't I? Get moving. New batch from Wakeen's Ref.
Don't touch me.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
It's good to be among allies, isn't it? The Absolute's blessings have brought so many together.
Bottoms up, hey? These little lads snagged some pretty decent drink.
What's holding up the game? Chicken ain't... Knock it back, lads!
We have to sleep the druid, Adam.
Enjoying the view. Looking tasty in these new breeches, ain't I? Proper stylish, ain't they? Nicked 'em off this dwarf we're cooking. Dunno. Was already stripped down to his breeches when I got my hands on him. Had a couple of coins in the pockets and some daft poem. But that's all. Sure you can. But a look's all you're getting. For all I know, this little roaster was some famous bard. And you'll be selling his last words for a pretty penny.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Really? Oh, shite! You might as well use it as bog roll then. I'll get back to tending the meat.
How many did you have? 5? That's nothing. This is gonna be my night. No! 10!
I ain't paid to talk.
Fresh disarmament, bare hands. Weaker than pixies, humans.
Oh, you got him good.
And who are you? Another pest? Elves. Think you rule the world. Ah!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Well, not us. Things are changing. We got the Absolute on our side now. You better learn your place. Go on. Kiss my foot. Or I'll wipe that nasty look right off your pretty face.
Well, go on. Give him a nibble.
Look, mate, just piss off. You're not welcome here.
The goblin stares, mouth agape. Then he sets his jaw and falls to his knees.
There. I done it. Arrogant swine.
Hey, statue of Selena. More ready for
saying
symbols. Of course.
had to talk to me.
Russia! Russia just licked
filthy
the
goblins.
bars!
A fitting end.
Not everyone subscribes to...
Bloody racket! Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun. Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Right. Well, you ain't the first foreign type, I suppose. Gonna have to be a bit more specific, though, mate. Absolute's got a few favourites around here. You here to see Priestess Gut, Boss Ragslin, or the Drow? Audience is right. She's an uppity one and no mistake, but she knows her business. She's in telling the war chiefs what's what. Next raid's gonna be a big un, I hear. Bloody racket.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Real fun.
Do you hear the Absolute's voice? Do you feel her inside you?
I only hear her through you, priestess.
That's because she chose me. You're not worthy yet.
Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine. Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. What's it to ya? Then catch one on...
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Take him for a joke, why don't ya? And don't let the lads snatch him up. No, tell him what they'll do to him. Bring him back when he's all... Here's the key.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. Oh, what's a bit of metal between allies, hmm? Tell me where we can meet each other once we've slipped the goblin yoke. And I'll offer much more than gold. Knowledge, my friend, is priceless. An invisibility potion, my friend. A bit less refined than your mendacious method, but by God, it'll do the trick. Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
What do they need to be looking at any of us for, is what I'm saying? We're all on the same side. Not like we're gonna set the true soul on fire.
They're drow. They're stuck-ups. Ignore them. And be happy they didn't throw you to the spiders yet.
Seen this mess? Flaming Fist Thuggo took a chunk out me arm last raid out. Fiercest thing about 'em was the wailing, till we put an end to it. Ain't none can stand against us now. Not with the Absolute in our corner.
Do you think the dwarf is ready yet?
Heading to see our new pets. I'm just saying. Those are...
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
Plenty of
A scrying eye.
Loads of hunters.
Let's not do anything suspicious while it's watching.
Carry the powder kegs.
These pariahs, they're prepared to fight for the Absolute.
What they do ain't exactly fighting. All they gotta do is light up a powder and burn.
Then they're prepared to die for the Absolute.
Good. Dying's the only thing they're good at.
What are they doing? Hiding in trees?
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their sanctuary is found, I will take something precious from you every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
Ain't no use without my limbs. The lad'll make the prisoner squeal soon enough, I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it, you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul in such a grotesque form. The Absolute has a place in her heart even for Dathir. Her heart is more generous than mine. Join my hunt, fairy, and obey me. Worshippers of a false god. Their existence is an insult to the Absolute's claim on this region. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name. You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks, it's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the Goblin camp. Her mind focuses. The cultists cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp.
The thief, whimpering in our dungeon, tried to flee to their sanctuary. We will continue to remove parts of him until he tells us exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk.
She is seeking the grove you visited. Already you feel her mind closing around yours.
Speak, true soul. The hunt must begin soon. Excellent. Be sure not to kill him before he talks.
No prizes for guessing what this weapon they're after really is.
Ready for anything.
The
As a
artifact.
prisoner,
We're
still the case. We've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
A priestess. One of the leaders, no doubt about it. Let's make her squeal.
What's that? Tell your friend to keep quiet, or he'll lose his good eye. Ready for the fire, are ya? Shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon. And you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting. Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't you? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man. One of the vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Your minds brush against one another, but are swiftly parted.
Don't want to get intimate in front of the novices? Fair enough. Got some weird shadows in your head. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
This ain't the party, pal.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Sugar na sukok, o tashokek door. I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute. By Balderan's bones. Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Suga no Sukok.
This is the big boss. Strike him down.
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
This Mind Flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse. Speak and say sooth. Lucan ok al koldek shulkolkek.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer. Ragslin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Ragslin's voice, you ask.
What were you doing in Faerun?
Ragslin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Githyanki. They know something.
He is suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed carefully.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in the...
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Who killed you, freak?
Another vision consumes you. A memory, seen through the creature's soul-dead eyes. You see a clawed hand open a holding pod, devoid of flesh. Only darkness.
That can't be! Wait! Hold on.
Ragslin pierces your mind, prodding for truth.
It's you. Yeah, you're right. You're a real, true soul. I felt it.
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it. And nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. That damned Trow was right. Can't let her get all that glory. Seems I ain't done with you. Report to the Drow. Minthara's the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her. Praise the Absolute.
What's on your mind? You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full. What's the story?
I shall be here in thy camp, for as thou...
Damn, it's good to be alive. Still breathing, despite everything.
That was intense. I wouldn't want to bump into that thing while it was still alive. Someone needs to keep an eye on these buggers. I don't make a habit of questioning the Absolute.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Here to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say we'll take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
What? Think you could do better? Go on then, have at it!
What? You shy or something? Come on, Crush. There might still be a slurp of ale. I want to watch that weird priest next door. He was beating something up.
Please, please. Let me out. There's no reason for this. Somewhere underneath the temple, there's a hidden passage. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. Please, these shackles. I don't want to die. Halsin, I don't know. That's all I know. Please, get me out of here. No, please. Please.
I'm watching you.
The rat's nose twitches impatiently. Her teeth bite air as though it is flesh, but it doesn't sate her hunger.
Hands off! This one's ours.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the scourge. This man is a follower of Leviatar.
Are you also here to assist with the prisoner?
Please. The things they do to that...
I was invited to teach them. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? You know the Maiden of Pain. How refreshing. But there is more to us than that. Yes, we worship her through pain, often our own, but it is an intimate and loving thing, one we offer up. If you would permit it, I can show you firsthand.
Go on! I have to see this!
Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Leviatar and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin.
Hope so. For your sake. Plenty of room
Face
next
the
to the
wall
piggy if
and
you're
let
lying.
us begin, dear one.
What a charmer.
Move to the wall and face it, child. Move to the wall and face it, child. Yes, this will do nicely. Come now, dear child. It is time to repent. Simply face the wall.
Hey, good looking.
The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. You want more? As you wish, dear one.
Would you have joined up with her if you'd known she'd be indulging in this sort of thing, Astarion?
I mean, I had my hopes.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. Wonderful. You want more? I'll give it to you.
My. Who knew our friend had so much blood in them?
Try not to lick your lips as you say that.
That's it! Welcome the pain. Let it become part of you. I hope that's a promise, dear one. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I could feel Loviatar's pleasure with every sting of my scourge. I am proud to have served you this penance. Oh, as did I, dear one. Loviatar herself found your performance inspiring. She has deemed you worthy of her blessing. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.
Looks like that's going to bruise.
Grush, I need to see that again.
Well, whatever you're
Ask
into.
him if you can do the penance.
That was not what I expected to see today.
Get in there. We might learn something.
Face the wall and let us begin, dear one. Move to the wall and face it, child.
There's no time to waste. Take two.
I don't get it.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Never mind.
report. And make it quick. Organizing these creatures tests my patience. They are flocking to the Absolute. In sufficient numbers, they are an effective force. Expendable and willing.
Prisoners lost a lot of blood, your ladyship. Still ain't talking. Tell them to stop plotting him. We need him alive. Break his bones instead. Stop.
Follow Raglins.
Foul stench of slaughter turned blood smell. Life smell. Not like the great hollow below, which smells so...
Keep your hands steady, 3.
Stop them! Free me!
Again! Again! Make it squeal again. It's staying right here. The beast came in here with those robbers, killed. Boss is thinking of serving it to the wargs. But first, 3.
Yeah! Hit his head! I want to hear more noises!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Oh, you're also, yes, of course.
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
But I want...
1. That's a true soul you're talking to. Show some respect.
Sorry, Mum. I'll open the cage for you.
Good. Now they die. So be it.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
on the hatch. Close at hand. Gods, it's hot in here. One day, I'll catch a break.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
This once a living bear is now a dead elf. You fear the worst. Could this be the Archdruid of the Emerald Grove?
Looks like our man Halsin. Rest in peace, big guy.
If there's any hope of finding a cure, it's not here. Not any longer.
mistake, whatever that was. Glad he's dead.
Blessed us. That's why.
Tempers are rising.
Well, some rest's better than none.
Guide me.
Best get going.
What are they delaying for? Can't we just swarm the forest? Watch your step down by the...
You, eh? How'd you like that?
Report, and make it quick. Organizing these creatures tests my patience. So close. Their fate is sealed, and you will go to their refuge and make your way inside. As a friend. I will gather a raiding party and move into position. You will open the gates from the inside when the time is right to strike. We will cleanse the place of infidels and burn it to the ground in the Absolute's name. And then we will be the first among her favorites.
Good. Marshalling the goblins is no simple matter, but my warband will be ready to attack by next light. You must make your way inside. Once I am in position, on your signal, we break them.
And when they are dead, the Absolute will reward your faith. As will I. For the Absolute. Gather the raiders. It is
Yes,
time.
your ladyship. We won't let you down.
Whoa, soldier. What did you just do?
Listen to me. I'm trusting you. But if you disappoint me, it'll be the last thing you do.
We'll cut their horns off!
Nothing can stop us.
Let's march.
I got stuff, if you got coin. Get moving. I've got other customers.
You back from Wakeen
Goblins are such vile little parasites.
Given your own nature, are you really the one to judge?
Something over there.
Enough! We know you have
Hey, please. Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Careful! Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough! Where is she?
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice?
you ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Forming into a mind flayer might have its perks. At least then I could float over this muck.
Not one for roughing it, I see.
Wallowing in filth is for pigs and children, my dear.
Pigs, children, and people with a little bit of grit.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched. The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
Well, looks like we missed all the fun.
I wonder what kind of creature could have caused so much damage. Something over there.
My good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flayer specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter? That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, as there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected.
If what you say were true...
You? Infected by a mind flare, isn't it?
Perhaps that's for the best.
I'd be irresponsible.
If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly...
Oh, dear sweet gods!
I mean, yes.
I suppose I can.
I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Never a dull moment.
Well met. I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to... Let's make this...
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile. Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time anew. Like a lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite... The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like it merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. What's on your mind? I'd be delighted. Back in the...
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Can't give up now.
Lost in thought.
the ready.
Dice roll in my favor.
Forever dauntless.
me to demonstrate.
This is my time. must these mortals be? On the victor's path. Battle of wits. Battle favors the fearless. mark.
I've got this. Eat it.
My wounds are too much to bear. Another step forward.
No gloom, all doom. On the victor's path.
This is gonna feel good.
Won't last much longer like this.
Need to find a way forward. Right, time to skulk about.
A rough tempest I will raise.
No holding back.
Watch this.
Where do I go from here? Very well.
Death is but a word away.
Let's go.
Swords meet sorcery.
The blade will not bend.
This isn't good.
My turn.
after a rill.
Now this is my happy place.
What path lies before me? Can't risk being in open view. I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
That's a marked tree. Maybe the one from Korga's letter.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Came just in time. You are transforming. Yes, you have. I saved you before. To save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you. haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you. But for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. Fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that. But only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
Where am I needed?
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? As thou...
blood. No, never mind.
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me, told me the parasite in our heads could give us power. Sounds like it. What did you make of it? Seems risky, if you ask me. Couldn't help getting stuck with the tadpole, but taking favors from it? Spooky. We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones? Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but it seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise. Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it, and I'll guard it with my life. I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact from the Githyanki and bring it to Baldur's Gate, no matter the cost. Though it turned out the cost was very steep. I was the only one of the group to survive. I took the artifact and fled, only to be ensnared by mind flayers before I could finish the mission. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. How cynical. I should borrow that line sometime. But if I have to die, so be it. Like I said, faith. I told you already. I surrendered my memories for the sake of the mission. Shah's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, I can have my memories restored. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is enjoy. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons. It's less difficult than you might imagine, when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it great.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasite. Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a... Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us. Exactly. Waste not, want not. Even when it comes to mind flayer parasites. Now, was there anything else?
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while tempting as these powers sound. We should recognize this dream for what it is. The tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by illithid worms. I wouldn't advise it. Play with fire, and you get burned. That's always the way of it. Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Balduran, stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with Father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. It's been a badger's age since I've twinkled my toes. A drunk ogre could put on a better show. Tempting. Give it some time. Develop a bond, and maybe I'll show you a move or two.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest... She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove benefit. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it. Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of illithid parasites, I've never come across any accounts of correlating dreams between infected parties. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word? Nothing wrong with maintaining a healthy suspicion in such matters. Still, it might be wiser to keep an open mind on the matter. Our visitors' promises of aid might yet bear valuable fruit.
Need something? I would, but you have so many friends. Well, in the...
May the darkness protect you. I'd join you, but things are looking at... Lead the...
Look where city
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself... My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you. You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend. Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Well met. I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space.
Ready and willing.
How can I help? Oh, would that I could... Magic.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
That's curious. Hey, soldier.
Very well.
The sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
Bah!
Curious. Despite your magic, the creature doesn't understand you. Wheezing, the sheep backs away.
That'll have to do.
Yes? Well, obviously I would. But you have so in that.
How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Shah's blessings upon you. A bit crowded, don't you think? You'll need to swap out someone if you want me. Lead the...